And we're live, I hope. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another live stream of Vectors and Pixels. I'm Jeff Perryman. I'm the lead artist of Chain Reaction Studios. I'm the only artist of Chain Reaction Studios, so that's an easy claim. And I'm here going to be doing some more 3D modeling. Now, I know the past couple of streams have been 3D modeling, and it's been because people have been interested in that process. Good morning, Sam. How are you today? The reasons I'm doing 3D modeling is because I used to do it professionally as a video game developer, and it was my bread and butter for the longest time. And then I later went on to teach it at the Guildhall at SMU for about 5 years. So I used to be able to doodle when I was thinking in 3D. And it was a lot of fun, and I've been out of practice, and I haven't really been doing it that much, so I'm having to literally blow the dust off some skills and oil pieces and getting the rust out of them. And it's been kind of fun. Now, the past 2 streams, we've been working on a Protectron, which is a robot from the Fallout franchise. In particular, I was interested in a variation of the Protectron from Fallout 4. But in modeling that foot, I was using a modifier called Mesh Smooth, which makes it very organic and smooth, and it made me want to do some more organic style modeling. So I thought, you know what, I like doing cartoon characters because my previous live streams have been me doing vector art and doing my cartoon characters and doing my art, my comic books, and so forth. But I've got something special coming up in a few months. And originally I was going to just do a generic cartoon. Just good old-fashioned generic cartoon. Just something fun. And I thought, well, why do that when you have something special come out? Now, what's this thing that's special? Good morning, my friend. I hope you are doing well. This something special is going to be coming up on May 25th. And it is going to be Skuttled, which is a card game that me and my friends have put together and have played and are a lot of fun. And I know some of you who are watching this stream who are regulars know what this is. For those of you who are seeing this for the first time on Twitch, or watching it after the fact on YouTube, or after the fact on Facebook, and don't know what this is, Skuttled is a card-shedding game of piratical shenanigans. And I'm going to kind of leave it there, but it has a very distinctive back of the card logo. And if I switch over to animate here, this is the logo. Oh, wow, somebody forgot to load the software. Look at that. Wow. See if I can move that to where it belongs. No? There we go. That's better. Wow, that's what we call a technical glitch. Anyway, back to what I'm doing over here. This is the logo for Skuttled. And I thought, well, I want to do a cartoon face. And I usually just start with the head and the eyes and whatnot. And I got to thinking, well, why don't I just model that? So, on a live stream, probably not going to get very far, but on a live stream, I am going to try to model the Kraken from the Skuttled logo. I have no idea how successful I'm going to be. I have no idea if I'm going to pull this off. I have no idea where this is going. This could be a complete and utter disaster. And that's okay. If I make mistakes, if I screw it up, you know what? I'm going to learn something along the lines here. But I thought it would be really cool to model the whole thing. And the hardest part's going to be the Kraken. So I'm going to dive in and start there. And now what I've done to prepare for this is basically just taken this logo that you see here and exported it out. So I can bring it into 3D Studio Max, which hopefully, let me bring that up, bring this down, bring that up, come over here to Max, and there we go. Nice, clean slate. Nothing you do is a disaster. It's entertaining, if nothing else. Well, I like to quote the Mythbusters and Adam Savage in particular that failure is an option. Because even if it's a complete, utter disaster, hopefully you guys get a giggle, I learn something, you learn something, and we all have a good time. And that's honestly what this whole stream is about. It's just generally connecting and having a good time with everybody. And drinking lots of coffee. I'm using the small cup today. This is my small cup. But lots of coffee. It takes lots and lots of caffeine to fuel my art engine. So, skull. Oh, that's the good stuff. To quote the Crack Show, the silence is the best part. Let's do it again. Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there. Now, if you want to add caffeine to my art engine, feel free to buy me a cup of coffee at buymeacupofcoffee.com/chainreaction, and you can drop me a couple of dollars for a cup of coffee. But anyway, moving on. So what I'm going to do here, morning, Amy, how are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your last update, by the way. I appreciated it. Never knew there was stuff on the bottom of this cup. It's Harry Potter. Huh. All right. I'm going to start here with a fresh screen. No, not that. Let's center everything. And I'm going to start with a sphere. Everything that you can build in the world can be broken down into primitive objects. A head is no different, and that squid is no different. But before I build that, build a sphere, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a 2D plane here, and it is literally a piece of paper, but it doesn't exist from behind. Well, in this case, it does. In the old version of this program, you could flip around to the back side of the plane and it would just disappear. Oh, I'm glad you're so much better. But this is the side I want to deal with here. In fact, I'm going to center everything up so that it's exactly at 0, 0, 0. That way I know everything I do is going to be centered and I can work from there. Now I'm going to open up another module of this program, and I'm not sure, I'm going to move it over here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. You're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, but what I'm accessing is the materials editor, and that's going to allow me to put that picture that we were working on. Let's do architectural. Yeah, let's put that there and be able to see it so I can use it as a template for when I'm modeling the face of that Kraken. So I'm going to get a book map here, and what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm selecting, well, I'm going to have to figure out where the heck I put it, but I'm going to select that picture that I showed over in Animate, and I'm going to put it over here. I really need to fix this so you guys can see what's going on my screen a little bit better instead of me sitting here describing it, which is cute but not exactly good entertainment. So I'm going to try to hurry up and get through this. I probably should have set this up ahead of time, but to be honest, I decided what we were doing in the last, I don't know, 10 minutes before this broadcast. That's how prepared I am. And I can't see chat right now. I should probably move that. I can't move that. Doggone it. I can't even see what you guys are saying if you're making fun of me or anything. I really need to fix this setup. But for now, where's the picture that I wanted? Kickstarter. There it is. Skuttled logo. So now I'm going to put that into my diffuse channel. I'm going to select that and select this. And I'm going to say go on there. And then I want you to show. And there it is. Sort of. All right. So now you can kind of sort of see I've got the logo on there, although it's kind of washed out because the lighting in the scene is default. But I'm not worried about that. I don't need that in any great detail. But this is going to be my template. So I'm going to turn the front from wireframe into realistic so we can see that a little bit better. And now we are cooking with gas. What I am going to do now is I'm going to lower this a little bit. I should probably wait until I get a sphere in there. So let's put in a sphere. So let's go at primitive and get a sphere. And we're going to build that sphere right here as close to 0, 0, 0 as I can get it. And that's a pretty good size right there. That'll work. We're going to center that a little bit better. Even if you're off by 0.00 millimeters, it will throw your modeling off over time. Alright, so I have the sphere. It is of course not in the right spot, and it's a rather low polysphere, which is great because that's what I need it to be. We'll add the complexity as we go. But for right now, I'm going to add them up. Good morning, Jennifer. I see you survived the weekend. Today we're going to model the Skuttled Kraken from the logo. At least that's my hope. We'll see. Now it started with a rather low poly sphere. It's only got 12 segments. It's smooth. Doesn't matter if it's smooth or not. And I could here decide to make it a hemisphere, but instead I want to control what I do with this a little bit better, and it's easier to work with if I only build half of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just start off building half of the Kraken. So with that in mind, I am going to move the object around so that's a little bit closer to where we need it, and just kind of give it a whirl and see what we got going on. Oh, I see it's, aha, you take the material, you put a material on it, and then it becomes invisible on the backside. That's what it was. Cool. So now I'm going to start manipulating this and just kind of playing around with the general. Actually, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave the center line alone. Grab all that. And let's see, where do I need to be? I need to be about there. This needs to be about there. Barely. Yeah. I didn't make it all day either. I ended up having to leave early. We were talking about the Ren Fair, for those of you who are wondering. We attend our local Ren Fair, and actually Jennifer runs the escape room out there and is a much braver soul than I. Okay, let's clean that up. Just get a general squiddy feel here. Let's drop this down just a little bit. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it to be as close to the general outline as possible. I'm going to change this from realistic to constant. There we go. That way I can see the outline a lot better. Let's do that down here too. It's a little bit easier on your eyes as well. Well, good morning. How you doing? I got another Twitch viewer here. I hope you guys are doing well. I am fumbling around, and I'm going to try to do my best to model this evil guy here. Hopefully we'll get close and we'll mess around with it. He has a face that's much lower than what I'm accustomed to working with, but we will play around. We're going to have to get some cheekbones in there. Play around with some stuff. There we go. We'll start right about there with his general layout. On Twitch, you keep freezing. I'm not sure. I told it to use an encoder in hopes that that wouldn't happen, but that may not be what has happened. So I do apologize for that. This is the first time streaming to, well, second time streaming to Twitch, and it didn't do it the last time. So it might be my internet, unfortunately. I'm hoping that it will level out and it'll be okay. I don't have any tools readily available to check to see what my health is on those platforms. I lie. I have something here. Click. Read more about your notifications. Alright, yes, I am dropping frames. Apparently for the last 7 minutes. And it's been getting progressively worse. Started at 25% and it's now up to 42%. Less than a minute ago. I'm not sure what's going on other than I may be successfully streaming to YouTube now. Hello YouTube watchers who may or may not be out there. I am not sure if that's because I'm streaming to the different platforms or not. If it keeps being buffering a little as well, if it keeps being an issue, just let me know and we'll try to fix it. You know what? I need a better place to put my chat because it's right behind my camera now and I can't read that last one. Dope! I'm going to move my camera. The world's about to rock. I want to go, but I have to keep the kiddos safe, especially the oldest because he has a tonsil appointment. Oh, goodness, yes. Real world comes first. Always real world comes first. Let's see if my camera's back. Yes, my camera's back where it belongs-ish. And I am sorry about the buffering issues. I will investigate that to try to get a better quality and a much more professional stream. I know you guys deserve that. So we will work on that. In the meanwhile, I'm going to try to figure out what I want to do with this guy because he's got such a big forehead. I'm not sure what I want to do with him. But I am just working on his silhouette a little bit. And I know that he's going to be a lot less dense this way as well. So we're going to play around with this. Not a problem. Yes, Pantsless Pirates Gaming is originally the name of our group at the Ren Fair. A bunch of us dress up as pirates and not a single pair of pants is usually found amongst us. The girls wear skirts, the men wear kilts, and we generally have shenanigans. And it evolved into us playing games together. And I was coming up with ideas for names for this game that we created as a group. We were playing games at nights and it just kind of went, you know what, we should make a game of our own. Oh, thank you. You like the picture I'm working with? That is the logo for Skuttled, which is the name of the game. And I thought it would be nice to have the Pantsless Pirates present this. But we started gaming as a group playing WoW, and Pantsless Pirates were members of the groups that was playing together, so it naturally evolved into that, and now we're Pantsless Pirates Gaming, kind of as a group presenting Skuttled. Chain Reaction Studios is publishing it, and Pantsless Pirates are presenting it, and we're all going to have a lot of fun. Yes, you are live on all three. Oh, I am live on all three. Yay! As clearly I've got a YouTube. That's my first. Thank you. My first YouTube little marker. I can see where people are chatting at me from, and that's my first one from YouTube. Yay! And anyway, watching us in the future, I'm sorry for all the chaos. You came here to watch a 3D modeling thing, and you're getting all this other useless information. So I am going to kind of wing it here. I know I have an eyebrow and an eye. My eyes come down to about there. So I'm going to use a cut tool, and I think the eyebrow, whoops, nope, let's escape. Let's do this on the face level. And let's see, I've got an eyebrow that's angry, comes down there, comes up there. I like that. And then we have kind of the bridge. Go, nope, hang on. Oops, escape. See, it's all kinds of shenanigans already. So I know that this is going to come down to here, come up to here, and then go down to there. And that will give me the start of some stuff. And then I think the I won't be quite as pronounced as the one, but we will maneuver things. So everything's going to be real blocky at first. You need to get this art for my bro. He's a Cthulhu Kraken fan. Well, you'll be happy to know that one of the cards in the game is called the Kraken. And at the moment, it is currently the most evil card in the game. And the more I think about it, the more I really need to pull the trigger on getting the prototype cards so that we can play with it. But I think the black spot is going to be the most evil card in the game. Gave him the panties, baby Kraken panties, as a joke. I love it. Tell him he has to wear them around the house at least once a year. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the cut tool and I'm going to start pulling and manipulating bibs and bobs. I'm also going to clean up some stuff because I've got some random verts that I don't like, and I'm going to move some things around. Nope, no. Why is cut still on? Stop it. We want move. There we go. I'm going to move that up. And this is going to be entertaining. I'm probably going to have to do a back cut here. This is definitely going to be a challenging project, but that's why we're here. We're after the challenge. Alrighty, and I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to put a target weld. Yeah, I think I'll put the target weld. No, I'm not going to put a target weld there. Alright, so I'm going to start pulling some things around, and you will start to see when I'm hoping, when I get the modifier on, how this is going to kind of sort of start looking like our Kraken friend here. But I don't know what's going to happen until I start messing around with stuff. So let's start messing around with stuff. I know this is going to come forward. Whoa, wrong thing. That's what I was looking for. I want to go back to none. And we're going to pull this forward. Going to pull this one way forward. Pull this one forward. And then I'm going to throw what's called a mesh smooth on here. And this is going to add all kinds of insanity that I may or may not want in here, but we're going to figure it out. This is me literally doodling. I have no idea if this is going to do what I want it to do until I start playing around with it. And the answer is no, it's really not doing what I want it to do. And that's okay. It's a place to start. So what I need to do is give it a little more tooth. First things first is I'm going to cut from here to here. Give that a little something to work with. I think I'm going to turn my cut off. And what's this one? This guy's out there. This guy's out there, but probably not enough. This is part of the eyeball. I'm going to bring this up and out to round that eyeball. But I want this one to come up. And like I said, I'm just doodling. I don't know what's happening until I do it. And pictures, or it didn't happen, right? Absolutely. As we're all about that. Alright, I'm going to cut from here to here. And let's see what that's probably going to make a mess of everything, and that's okay. I am figuring this out as we go. Let's go back up here to the mesh smooth. Looks like I've got a little bit of an alien head going on here, but it is a start, and that's all I need is a start. So why is this, whoops, no cut. Why is that not giving me any love? Let's see, let's bring it over and add up, because it's giving me a weird cut in here. And then I know that the eye, which I think I want to cut through here. Nope. You know what? I am going to weld this. And I talk to myself a lot while I'm doing this, and I apologize. Target weld. Let's target this to this. There we go. Now give me something to work with, and then I can cut that out later if I need to be. It's all about planning ahead of time. Pull this up. I'm being talked at. Remember, the first run of panties was not made for girls with junk in the trunk. No. That was a series of comical errors that year, trying to get things done and made. Everything that could go wrong that you didn't think of would. And it was hilarious now, but at the time it was so defeating. All right, let's go back to here and see what kind of mess I've made. Now I've made an alien. It's a start. It's a start. So what I'm going to have to do is, in order to get this brow ridge the way I want it, I'm going to have to cut some more into it, and I'm good with that. So we are going to go from here to here to here, back down to there, and I'm going to regret that because that's too many points on that vertex, but you're on a roll today, so you can't put art on my butt. I have pens. Don't challenge me. The only one who's going to object is your hubby. And him, I don't want him objecting. Let's see if we can get... What was that? There we go. Alrighty, we're kind of getting an eyebrow. I probably should have warmed up a little bit more before I jumped into this. I have not done this style of art in a while, and I'm really glad I'm doing it, but as haven't done this in forever on a live stream, probably not the wisest thing in the world to do. Alright, why am I not able to click on stuff? Let's try that again. Aha. Alright. Let's go up to here. Let's go back down to here. Let's do that. Let's do this. Now can I click things? Of course not. Why? Because I'm live streaming and my software has to crash and do bad things. This is why you keep your stuff up to date, boys and girls. Right here. Alright. I am probably going to have to save this, which I need to do it anyway. So we're going to go File, and I'm going to do a Save As, which you guys can't see me doing, which really sucks because I have the coolest file structures ever. And let's see, let's go put it over here into my workhorse. I have a workhorse drive. I have a 12 terabyte drive for stuff like this. Stuff from home. Where would I put this? I want to put it there. Do I want to put it there? I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna make a new folder for it. So it's gonna be all fresh and clean. And let's create a folder called Skuttled. And open. And we're going to call this logo 01 underscore 01 because, you know, computers hate spaces and dashes apparently. Alright, so I'm going to save this, and it's just because my software is being a little glitchy. It's not letting me select stuff. Well, it will, but I can't seem to... Oh, did that fix it? It fixed it. Never mind. But I needed to save it anyway, so ta-da! I'm going to exaggerate, or maybe it just doesn't want me selecting that. That's what's going on. Let's pull these out much further. Let's exaggerate this. I mean, we can always put it back. And if we just don't like it, which one's this one? That's that one. So let's pull this one out just a little bit too. And then let's move this a little further this way. That way when I put it on, it'll have even less of an effect. Well, we're getting there though. We're getting there. Fine. Probably should have started with a stupid smiley face. I always do better with smiley faces. Alright, I'm going to drag this in here. Yeah, I had to do something difficult. Of course. But it wouldn't be any fun if I didn't try that, right? So let's do another cut, and I'm just playing around. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'll be the first to admit it. But it's fun to try. Okay, that went the wrong way. That was not quite the effect I was looking for, but it does. Alright, so kind of have that brow. I usually start with the eyes. That's probably the problem. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and work on the eye, which I think should be here. And I need a cut there, so let's cut from here to here. And like I said, I have no idea how this project's going to work out. Oh yeah, that's turned off, that's turned okay. So let's... Sound effects are free. No extra charge. And let's just... And then I'm going to give these faces a different smoothing group. We talked about smoothing groups. Why does it keep doing that? And in previous live stream, and I'm going to take advantage of them right now by saying we're going to do smoothing groups. Aha, that changes things quite a bit. Now it really does look like I'm building an alien, but we're getting closer to where I want to be. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to front. And when you look at him, he really is kind of alien-esque. He really is. Woo, found me. Yay! Yay! Just subscribe to me. Thank you very much. Yeah, the YouTube is brand, well, I think I've got, well, 23, 24 followers now. I tried to do a stream on YouTube last week, and it went, oh, you have to wait 24 hours. I'm like, good to know. A little rough, but all right. So, yes, I've now created a alien from Area 51. And we're going to try to define all of this a little bit better. But we're slowly but surely closing in on the look and feel I'm going for. And I really, is that doing what I want it to do? Got this bad feeling that's collapsing. No, it's not. Perfect. But I do need to get the brow ridges, and I need to get everything else in there. But we're doing pretty good. I do need to get in the cheek. And this actually needs to come out, so this really needs to be rebuilt. Alright, hey, we're making progress, even if it's boring. It's like, does he know what he's doing? No, I don't. Never claim to be an expert. I am literally making this up as we go. So I'm going to turn that off. And let's take a look here. What do I need to change to make this do? I'm going to turn the grid off on this too. Alrighty. In order to make this do what I want it to do, I am going to need a cut from here to here. And I think I'm going to need a cut from here to here to there. And that is at a guess. I do know that I want here to here. What just happened? Hang on. No. Here to here with, let's clean it up a little bit. The reason I'm working with such a low polygon piece is because of what this will eventually be. It'll be really complex, or more complex than it started out with, and it's easier to keep track of things this way. So I probably have messed up, but that's okay, because that means I get the opportunity to go back and fix it. Front, and let's drag this out. Let's drag this. Ooh, whoa, hey, that's not what I thought it was. Ah, the things you discover. Ah, the places you will go. Alright, hey, work with me. There we go. Not quite what I had in mind. What's going on here? Well, let's turn on this and see what happens. A little bit different. Not bad. Let's turn on the cage so I can see what I'm grabbing. That did not help at all. Did not help in the least. This is going to take a lot of screwing around to get right, but hey, it's fun. How are you guys doing out there? Is this entertaining? Is this something you guys want to see? Do you want to see more of this? What is going on here? Woo-hoo. Let's put that back. Like I said, I'm making this up as I go. It'll probably take me days just to get the silhouette of this thing right, because I've still got the back of the sphere to work with. But slowly but surely, this is evolving. Let's take the mesh smooth up a couple of iterations and just see what I'm working with here a little better. Made it in time for the fun. Yay! Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We are officially on Facebook, Twitch, and welcome YouTube. Glad everyone's here having a good time. So I decided I wanted to do some more organic modeling for those of you who are just joining. And a very long story short, I wanted to go from making a robot, which is very hard surface modeling, to something a little more organic. And originally I was just going to make a face, which I could probably save this and make a face a lot faster that made more sense. You know what? I'm going to do that real fast. I'm going to save this and we'll come back to it. But let me show you what I'm attempting to do. So let's go ahead and save this. And then I'm going to go File, New. Hey, there I am, to be exact, on Twitch, Chain Reaction Studios, on YouTube, and then of course, here we are on Facebook as well. To show you what I'm up to real fast, this is easier. Oh, I'll turn on my grid back here. There we go. And front. And then I'm going to turn this to wireframe and just kind of show what I'm attempting to do, because this is much faster. And, you know, we've only got about 20 minutes left in the stream. I'm going to go back over to Sphere. And that is a horrible color. Oh my goodness, but we'll make it kind of fleshy color just for purposes of this demonstration. And let's see if I can, how fast I can do this and kind of get the idea across. I'm going to work with just half of it right now just because it's easier. And using my cut tool, I'm going to create an eye, and then I'm going to create a secondary brow, and let's just play with those for the moment. Now I know I can do this quick because I do this all, or used to do this all the time, and it is relatively fast to do this. I'm probably going to have to massage a few things, but for the most part this is an easier way. I'm going to take these faces and I'm going to assign them a different smoothing group so that when I apply this mesh smooth, which is just going to turn this thing and turn it into garbage, and say 1, 2, 3, use smoothing group, and now we kind of see an eye in there with an eyebrow. Oh, that color just does not work at all. Let's just do blue. That way it's a little easier to see. And we can kind of see the effect I'm going for. So I'm going to go back up here, turn that off. Let's grab a few things and pull them out. And then for the eyebrow, which wasn't very pronounced, let's drag that over, and then I'm going to cut it in a little bit more. We'll go from here to here to there, and then I can take this and pull it up, maybe bring this down a little bit, and then when I put that mesh smooth on there, you can kind of see that eyebrow a lot easier. And this is the overall effect that I'm going for on the face that I'm building. And in this case, just to keep running with this particular model, I will probably come in here and cut in this. And of course, I like my guy smiling, so we'll take this and bring it up. And we'll adjust these cheeks just a little bit. These cheeks. Apparently there's more than one there. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Alrighty, hang on. Let's get in here and fix this. Hey, let's get in here and fix this mess. Okay, Whoop. How many vertices were there? We got 2, huh? Where's my collapse? Collapse. Now it's 1. Now I don't have to worry about it. Yes, I will keep at it. I'm now invested and want to see the final product. Absolutely. Even if I don't get very far, we'll come back and do this one because, like I said, this is for something that's going to be special. This is the logo for the game Skuttled, which everyone on here has seen me talk about. And for those of you who are watching this after the fact, keep your eyes peeled. On May 25th on Kickstarter, we're going to be launching that campaign so that you can order your very own copy of Skuttled, which is a schedule card game of piratical shenanigans. It's a lot of fun to play. It's a crap on your neighbor game extraordinaire. And I thought I would go ahead and model the logo. Now, even though I will not be on the stream modeling this all the time, I'm probably going to model this in the background when I'm not streaming, and then just stream and show you where I'm at and maybe talk about how I got there. But this that I'm doing here is showing the techniques that I plan on using to create. Oh yeah, let's pull that in just a little bit there. Where's that cage? Where's the cage? There's the cage. The cage did not show. Let's try that again. Let's grab this guy and pull him in just a little bit, and let's turn all this off so I can see what's going on here. And yes, let's pull this up a little bit, and I'm going to cut that a little bit more. I'm going to cut under the eye a bit more. Whoops. From there to there. There we go. That way I can pull this out, and basically what I'm trying to do is just define the eye socket a little bit better. And with just a basic generic I don't care character, this is a lot easier because I don't have an idea of where I want this to go. But once I turn all this off and actually turn, whoa, did that even, nope, that did not help at all, did it? Now you can't see anything. Alright, until I get materials on there, it's going to be hard to see what's really going on. But you can see that eye, you can see where I can put in a nose, you can see where I can put in a mouth. I'm getting a cheekbone starting right there. If I pull that out a little bit more, I get a little more of a cheekbone in there. And then if I take all of this, kind of do this, looks like he's smiling more, which we squint a little bit when we smile. I'll bring that up just a little. Nope, nope, not that part. And bring this in here. Why do I keep grabbing this thing? Alright, let's turn on the cage. What am I actually grabbing? Aha. Not what I thought I was grabbing. Aha. And then I could put in the smile, which would be really easy to do right now. Let's cut, and let's go dink, 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 and then dink, dink. And let's put in something that we're going to use for a lip. Let's go you to you to you. And then let's pull that lip out just a little bit. Let's bring that smile down just a hair. Oops, wrong thing. Cage. Okay, let's just do this. And if there are questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm making a mess right now of this model, but yeah, let's target weld this to this, and then let's drag this. Whoops. Let's drag this up. And ooh, that's a mess. Look at that. We did not want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that face and drag this guy to, is it Y? Nope. It's X. Yes, I'm going to drag that to 0. And that's another reason working at 0, in case mistakes like that happen. You can put things back where they belong. I mean, when you don't see up the mesh smooth, this thing looks like a mess. It's a monster. Actually, let's just delete that just for funs and grins. And let's throw that mesh smooth on there, and you can see we have a nice smiling ball. Hey, with a cheek. And need to get you some royalty-free music. Are you saying I'm boring? All right. So this, and it's a little bit easier to imagine what I'm doing. And this needs a lot of refinement, but we're not going to keep this guy. He's going to go away. And we're going to go back and load logo again. And that's kind of the direction I'm going with this. But yes, I too am invested in this guy. And we need to clearly finish him. I'm going to continue working on him during the week, off and on. So he will probably jump in refinement quite a bit as we go from stream to stream. But I think he, oh, I burnt. You can't see it on your end. Oh no, I did it again. I have a menu burnt into my screen right now, right where I don't want it, but oh well. These things happen. Let's grab everything here. Now I'm just trying to get the silhouette worked out so that it matches the logo. And just kind of go from there. But this is what I'm trying to do. Ambiance. No, you don't want that kind of ambiance? Okay. Beatbox I am not. That is for sure. Alright. Working on this. And okay, so we're at least getting the head shape down. And of course I'm going to have to build, he's got two plates that come in off this brow that I'm going to have to build and figure out how I'm going to do. And I think that's definitely something to work on off camera, just because it is going to be very challenging. Although you guys may want to see that, but I may never get this thing finished modeled if I don't continue modeling him during the week. Here we go. Let's get a little more squint here. Yeah. Then we're an angry squint. Actually, it's more of a cat-like befuddled. That's more of angry. Although I think I'll bring this back down. And this one can come out. Yeah, I may cut this so I can get a little more of that round in there that we have on this side, because this is almost just a perfect sphere right here, and this is more cat-like at the moment. Not exactly where we want to go, but we are getting there. We are piddling and playing and figuring out what does and doesn't work. And it's been a while since I've modeled like this, so there's going to be a lot of mistakes. So let's see. In order to get what I want in there, let's go from here to here to here. And then that'll give me some chance to round this a little bit more. It's an angry kraken. The kraken is never cute. The kraken's never happy to see you. Ever. Because he's the kraken. He only wants to see you with Davy Jones. Always remember that about the kraken. Never happy to see you. There we go. That's more the shape. That's looking a little... Quit doing that. Looking a little better. I keep hitting the wrong button. Of course, now nothing's where I really want it, but we'll get it there. So, angry kraken needs to be more angry. Yeah, angry kraken. That's the shapes I'm after. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know about you, but this is making me happy. Angry kraken. And yeah, we're gonna have to bring that bridge. What's this piece right here? Drag that out. That's part of the skull. We need the... I forget what this part of the skull here, this cheekbone has a name. I forget what it is right now, but we are definitely getting the angry part down. That's looking a lot better to me. And you know what? It's the old saying, it's going to look horrible until it doesn't. Dumbest saying in the world, but it is 100% right too. It is going to look completely horrible until it doesn't. And we are definitely getting much further along. Sweet. Of course, it looks like ass like this. Look how messy this is. It doesn't look like anything at all. Alright, let's drag this cheek and this out, because this is part of that cheekbone. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. See how this looks. It's still looking a little flat, but we're getting there. So what's this one here for? Oh yeah, a little too much, but it's going in the right direction. So I need something along that line there. There's not enough going on right here for me. I think that's because this may not... Ah, crap. I burnt another menu into my screen. Again, you guys don't see it, but I'll start doing this so I can see what I'm working on. So we're about 4.5 minutes before the end of the stream. And it's at this point I'd like to ask if anybody has any questions. Is there anything in particular you guys want to see? You're invested in this now, which is good, because that means I've got something to shoot for here. And let's drag that out. Yeah. Angry kraken. Angry kraken's angry. Yeah. Around some of this a little bit more. Maybe bring this over. Along with this. There's one here somewhere. There it is. Is that it? There it is. There it is. Drag that over. Came in late, dang it. Yes, you did. However, fortunately, Brandy, and by the way, hello, welcome to the stream. you can now choose the format upon which you wish to watch the stream again. We are, of course, on Facebook at the Chain Reaction Studios page, or you can go to the Twitch stream. I believe I have it so that it will save there as well. And of course, we're on YouTube. And if you go up into the stream, my moderator has been kind enough to not only let people know where things are, but to post the actual links. So you can go back and watch this at your leisure. Yay! Thank you for liking the stream. That's new too. You like that? A big reward. It also happens if you give me stars, or donate, or, you know the rule. You know how these things go. And honestly, I'm actually doing this for the funs and grins. Yes, it'd be nice to be able to get new equipment and be able to upgrade, but like I keep saying, my art engine is fueled by caffeine. And I think the easiest way for people to show their appreciations at the moment, I'll probably have other options, is to buymeacoffee.com/chainreaction. And you can buy me a cup of coffee and fuel my caffeine-powered engine. I really ought to get some kind of coffee maker as a sponsor, and then by stocking them, because I'm going to buy it all. But we are down to our last couple of minutes. Just to let those who may be just joining, I'm going to change the color of this just so it's a little bit easier to see what we're doing. And let's constant color. You can see that I have the Skuttled logo in the background, and I wanted to do something a little bit different and do some organic modeling. And I'll probably rebuild this a couple of times, but I thought it would be kind of fun since we have the Kickstarter coming on June 25th for Skuttled, and we will be demoing the game. Let me come back over to here. You'll see the remember, it's this way. Oh, here are all the links, the YouTube link, well, at least the name, the YouTube name. Wow, I have nobody watching on Facebook. That's kind of cool. Sorry to Facebook. Oh, now I have 2 people. Sweet, I've got 5 people. Yay! No, May 27th through the 29th is Phoenix Fan Fusion, Phoenix Comic Con 22 at the Phoenix Civic Center, Convention Center, where we will also have copies of the game, and we'll be demoing it. At that time, there won't be any for sale. That could change. But at that time, there won't be any for sale. What we're going to be doing is 2 days before, on May 25th, the Kickstarter will go live. And as you can see, I don't need funding to do the art, or to prototype, or to make a box, or to print up rules, or anything like that. The game's here. The cards are here. What the Kickstarter will be for is if you want a copy, order one. And if we get enough people to order enough copies, because right now, if you wanted to buy this box that's in my hand, this one right here, this would cost you $60. Nobody wants to pay that much for a card game. You know, no matter how much they love the artist or developers involved. I'm trying to get this down to a reasonable cost, and I'm thinking for at least a Kickstarter price, $30 is reasonable. So if we get enough people to order copies that we can get this down to $30 a box, then we'll consider the Kickstarter a success. With Kickstarter, it's all or nothing. Either we make our goal and we get the money and we print these up and ship them out to you, which my calculations, we wouldn't be able to get these to you until October-ish, which is great for the Christmas season coming up, but horrible if you wanted to play games on a camping trip this summer. But we can get these to you at that time at a reasonable price, and you can buy more than one copy. I suggest, if you really want to make sure, yay, I was founded. Somebody found me on YouTube. If you want to ensure that you're able to get copies of this, we're going to need as many people to order as possible. Now, we have other marketing plans and schemes that will hopefully allow us to achieve our goals. But save the date, June 25th on Kickstarter. This will go live, and you'll be able to find it underneath me, Jeff Perryman, if you look for our projects. And there you will be able to place an order to get one or as many copies as you want. And in fact, one of the incentives that we're thinking about, I'm sorry. You're more than just somebody to me. If you want, we've got special incentives. We're going to have I-funded Skuttled 2022 t-shirts for a little bit of extra incentive if you wanted to get those to go with your copies of the game. Please let everybody know. This is huge. I honestly think that you will love and enjoy this game when it comes out. I've had so many people who were skeptical play this and then by a hand or two not want to stop playing it. It is fun, it is hysterical, it's a good time. We did not reinvent the wheel. It's based on tried and true gameplay mechanics, and I think it will be easy for everyone to learn. But to that end, I am modeling the Kraken off of the logo, and we'll see if we can't turn him into an incentive. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, we are over our hour mark. If we would like to go more than an hour, because I know some of these formats that I'm now streaming to do encourage more than 1 hour videos, we can try doing that. But in the meantime, I want you guys to remember that you are loved. You are worthy of that love. You deserve that love. The world out there is hard enough. Don't beat yourself up. Stay safe. Know that I absolutely adore each and every one of you. I cannot do this without you. You are my family. You are my friends. You are why I love doing what I do. Your encouragement and your excitement mean everything to me. And until next week, stay safe and take care, guys.